Alright, so this is my lineup for week 3, 2019. Starting off as a first look, I went for value, and so starting off with the receivers, J. Ross the third. He's replacing AJ Green, and he's been averaging 31 points a game for 5,100. That's an excellent value. I'm picking him up. Emmanuel Sanders has been consistent. Everyone wants to pick him up at this price. He's getting a lot of touches. Nelson Aguilar, there's a lot of injured receivers on the Eagles. Last week, he had a really good week. Where's last week? Last week he got 27 points compared to 3 the previous week. So you can see that the game log here. 27 versus 3. A bunch of other receivers got hurt, and so with that's a super value, 3,800, and there's a story for that. Might as well click on the other ones here too. J. Ross, his game log. It's been 37, 24. I mean, amazing for that price. His price has been coming up, but he's still the number one receiver. If we look at wide receivers, we rank them by fantasy points per game. Watkins was hot and cold. He had an awesome first week, but in the second week he plummeted back down. Marquise Brown, or I don't know. Oh, that's who's left. But you can see that Ross at 31 is the number one. So we got to pick him up. Emmanuel Sanders is a great value at 4,800. Everyone's picking him up. And Nelson Aguilar just bumped way up. And these other guys are all, I don't know, expensive, or they're hot and cold. So I started off with a core, solid, cheap receivers. Greg Olsen is another guy who's improving. He went from 7 to 20. It's on the upswing. He's going up against the Cardinals this week, and they've been bad against tight end, so he's a great value there. And then what we got here? So we got great value here, which means we got money to spend in other places. Now, everyone else is that I've heard is saying go cheap at quarterback. So as a contrarian play, Mahomes is the number one quarterback, so I believe at 33. Okay, he's number 2, but Lamar's got a tougher matchup this week. Mahomes is just amazing, and we got the money, so I'm putting him in, and we have the money because I looked for value even at the running backs. I know everyone wants to load up this week on running back. Marlon Mack had a bad game last week, but he's got a better matchup this week. He had a great first week, bad second week. I'm picking him as a bounce back for value at 5,800. Aaron Jones had a bad first week. At 4, but now he's getting the touches. He carried for 23 times, 116 yards. He's on the upswing. Green Bay is running it more. So he's a great trend to play. And then he's only 6,100. So that left us money to get Ezekiel Elliott, who everybody wants because Miami's terrible this week. And they left us money to get Patrick Mahomes. And then I had so much money left over that I picked the number one defense this week, the Cowboys, who are going up against Miami, which is the worst offense. They've got a quarterback controversy because they're off to such a bad start. So And that's contrary to everyone else wants to go cheap at defense this week. So last week I tripled my buy-ins, my money that I bought in with. So let's see what happens this week. That's my first look. You go for the value at wide receiver, the value at tight end, and then pick some value, and then pick a couple of value running backs with a story because everyone else wants to go expensive, and that leaves you money for the number one, one of the for the running back everybody wants, for the quarterback everybody thinks they can't afford, and for the defense nobody's even considering at that price. That's it.